making homemade ice cream.
Oh, cool. How did you make homemade ice cream?
We had a crank type of freezer, not electric. In the winter, my dad would go chop ice from the creek or from a pond nearby. In the summer, he went into town to a place called the Ice House, where you could get a block of ice and bring it home in a gunny sack and chop it all up to put it around the outside of the can to freeze it.
Cool. Did you like it?
Very much. Mother said we always had to leave it set for a little bit, but we got to eat off the dasher right away.
What was it like being a kid during World War II?
There were things that we were supposed to be very saving of, like you weren't supposed to just use sugar liberally. People in town had to have ration coupons to buy meat, where those of us on the farm had pigs and cows and like that we could kill and get meat from. But at least we didn't have to have ration stamps for that. You had to have ration stamps to get things like butter and sugar and gasoline and tires and all that kind of thing.
Cool. Were you scared that they were going to invade your home?
All the time. I never thought about living in the Midwest United States that they probably weren't going to fly their planes clear over there from Germany or Japan, but very much afraid. I would have nightmares about soldiers from foreign countries being in our barn or in our farm.
Did you go on adventures?
You mean like by myself pretend adventures, or like traveling? Didn't do much traveling in those days because we were supposed to be conserving gasoline and the tires and everything. But I would go down into an area where we had kind of a swampy area, and in the wintertime pretend like that was the frozen tundra up in the Alaska or the Antarctic. And playing down around the creek, always we could pretend like it was some big river, even though it was just a little creek.
How did you meet Sam Scafari?
I was a supervisor on the playground for Parks and Recreation that summer, and his younger brother Carl was one of the playground students that I was supervising over. And the older brothers came by of some of the boys on the playground or sisters on the playground and wanted to meet the playground supervisors. But actually, his mother had been a boarder as a young woman just out of business school at my grandma's. And so the family had known their family for many years.
Cool. So, if you could go back in time and change anything you could, would you do it?